What's happening is Darian the Mouth of the South Gray, and this week's game of the week for the division is Carolina versus Atlanta. And I'm going to tell you why. For Carolina, this is a must-win game. And for Atlanta, it's a must-lose. Welcome to Point Blank Period.
You can sleep when you die. Point blank period.
And you know this, man.
I'm going to start off with Carolina. This is a must-win game. They gelled much quicker than anybody thought they would this year. They already are coming together. They're on a 2-game win streak. They have to keep the momentum. But that's not why it's must-win. It's must-win because through 5 weeks, nobody, now I ain't going to say nobody, less than 2% of people would have predicted that through 5 weeks, the Carolina Panthers will be in first place in the NFC South. And a win this week against the Falcons puts them exactly there, tied for first place with the Buccaneers. I'm not getting into tiebreakers about who beat who and whoop-de-whoop. No. If the Saints win, it's a 3-way tie. If the Saints lose to the Chargers, it's a 2-way tie. 3-2 is 3-2. Nobody thought that the Panthers would be even tied for first place through 5 weeks. That's why they need to win this game. Then you flip the coin on the other side, you have Atlanta. Atlanta take the dive, lose on purpose, throw the match. Be like a cricket boxer, throw the match. And I'm going to tell you why, because Atlanta has the offensive firepower to win some games. Them being this bad is actually confusing. Let's not forget that. They're not just expected to be this bad. And I'm going to speak for the Falcon fans. Not me. This is me speaking for the Falcon fans. I'm not a Falcon fan. Dan Quinn does not need to be there. I've said it over and over. But if you win this game, you're going to keep him there longer. Throw the game, man. A loss, that would be 5 in a row. And the last one being to a divisional rival. I would think this would be the tipping point, but I said that after the Cowboy game, after the Bear game, and after the Packers game. But I would think that this game, after 5 straight losses and finally losing a divisional game, will be the reason that Dan Quinn is out of here. But a win keeps him around longer. You must lose this game. Throw the game. Now let's get into some of the matchups to look out for. Let's go first with the Panthers offense against the Falcons secondary. The Falcons have been terrible at defending tight ends. I found that out this morning when they tried to get me to get Ian Thomas for my fantasy league. They've been terrible all year. Every tight end they faced have had a good game. Greg Olsen had the worst at 4 for 24 with a touchdown. That secondary, A.J. Terrell is coming back, but they were bad with him. I'm glad that he's okay because that's more important than all of this football stuff. But they weren't that good with him either. They're better now, but they still weren't that good. They weren't playing that well. I expect that Teddy Two Gloves, Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel will have a field day with this secondary. Then you flip that side, and you got the Atlanta offense versus Carolina secondary. Like I said, they got the offensive firepower, but a subsection of this is Julio versus his own body. Will Julio play? And if he does play, what percentage will he be? How much will his hamstring really let him do? They might just sit him down. Because the thing is, even without Julio, the Falcons keep receivers. They like Clemson in football. So without Julio, they still got Ridley, Gay, Zacchaeus. They keep receivers on deck. That's not a question. And I understand that Rasul Douglas and Dante Riverdale Jackson have been playing well. And I understand that Calvin really had 0 catches versus Jair Alexander. Well, Jair Alexander ain't going to be suiting up in that Panthers uniform this week. And don't expect, matter of fact, I would, even if they play Jair again, I'm not saying they would torch him, but don't expect 0 catches. Don't expect that. And my last matchup is that Carolina pass rush versus the Falcons offensive line. The Falcons have allowed 9 sacks on Matt Ryan. Y'all seen Matt Ryan been scrambling for his life. Matt Ryan is just a funny person to watch scramble. I'm sorry. Point blank period. It's funny to watch this dude scramble. But Carolina started off slow pressuring the quarterback, and now they've been getting pressure after pressure after pressure. Brian Burns and your Turgo Dos Matos have been playing on the edges. And I promise you, if they can affect Matt Ryan, he'll get some errant throws off. That's going to be a key matchup. Maybe even more important than these receivers going against the secondary is how much pressure can the Carolina Panthers get on Matt Ryan this week. I got Carolina winning this game. It's going to be a close one. You can never really bet. This is a divisional matchup. I don't expect the Falcons to just be rolled over. But we'll see who has a lead in the fourth quarter. But I got Carolina winning, point blank period.